What's up, guys? So I do not have any new content for this week, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna show a little mini tennis game I played with AJ that we did to work on our touch close to the net, which, as you'll see in this video, it is something I really need to work on. Anyway, I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of reflect on what's been going on the last few weeks at the tournament I just played and things I need to do moving forward.
All right, so this next drill, we're gonna work on our touch a bit. So we're gonna do a little short court game, everything in front of the service line, only continental grip, first to 5. Break.
So this past weekend, I played a money tournament down in Birmingham, and it was okay. So I won my first 3 rounds and made it into the semifinals, and I guess just lost. I lost 7-5, 6-4. He's a really good player, huge serve, extremely heavy ground strokes. Also, more background on this guy. He's been through this whole ATP process. In fact, I believe he told me that he was ranked 900 in the world back when he was 17 years old and could serve the ball 140 miles per hour, which I believe it because I could not return his serve to save my life. But on the bright side, I played doubles with Calstub and we won the whole tournament, which was really good because I guess for one thing, my doubles UTR is really low, relatively. I'm a 9.2 doubles UTR, whereas my singles is around a 12, so I just think that's kind of funny. But yeah, glad we pulled that out. We pulled out two really close matches in the semis and finals and got a W. So to be completely transparent for myself and to keep this thing real for everyone that's following the journey, I feel like these last 2 weeks lack structure and motivation. For some reason, I didn't quite feel like the excitement and the rush I got, like trying to get better these last 2 weeks, and I have throughout most of the process. And I guess like it was kind of spent a little bit of time trying to think why, like, whoa, why is my motivation different now? Or I guess not now because I'm back juiced, I'm ready to get this show on the road. But these last 2 weeks, yeah, I've been trying to figure out what the reason is.
All right, AJ whooped me. We're gonna run it back. I just need more grit and I need to like fight and quit missing stupid shots. You wanna?
Yeah, so we were supposed to play 1 game, but what happened was we didn't expect it to be, what was the score?
I forgot.
I forgot too. So we're gonna play it again and hopefully the same result.
Nah.
So after just thinking about it for just a few minutes, the first reason was pretty obvious, and I don't want to get into it because it's personal, but yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons. I think another thing that caused it, so I guess one thing I noticed is that the structure kind of lacked after my last Futures tournament. I had an insanely good run, played extremely good tennis, and did really well, but I think it somewhat had an effect on me. I guess, number one, I think I was like too happy with my results, you know? Like, which is good, you should celebrate your victories. But like at the same time, you can't just be like stuck on that. You gotta bite down, focus, and get ready for the next thing going on, you know? And really focus on the process. Another thing is like seeing all those main draw players. It was just crazy because watching them, they seemed like it just wasn't normal tennis. It seemed like insane to me, like how good these people were. And then on top of that, when you look at the rankings, these people are like like, I don't know, 800 in the world, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,000, 200. But like these guys look insane, and like, it's like I was looking at these guys like they're playing Wimbledon or something, which in fact one of the people in the tournament actually did play all the Grand Slams. So in other words, I think I just got a little bit overwhelmed, realizing how many things I gotta improve to make it to that next level. And these several levels that are above that level. I guess another thing that can slow me down is not remembering why I'm doing all of this. Like, there are several reasons, but it's not like I look at them every single day. I think I actually need to write down like why I want to do this and what I'm trying to achieve, and I need to be a little bit crazier, you know? Like, to do crazy things, you gotta be crazy. I don't want to get too caught up in what the normal average person is doing, because the normal average person isn't going to try being 128 in the world at what they're doing by being normal and average. You gotta do some crazy stuff. So I gotta keep that in mind. I gotta kind of be like delusional with that, you know, and gotta do things that seem crazy. I remember watching the David Goggins video recently, saying that like when people see you doing things and have no idea why you're doing it, or like they look at you like you're insane, then you can know you're on the right track. And lastly, this may be the biggest reason of them all. I'm still not getting enough sleep, you know? Like I kept emphasizing that like I'm really going to force myself to get at least 8 hours, but I haven't been doing that. I've been getting around 6 to 6.5, you know? But like, I think I just like being awake too much, you know? It's like, I love sleep, but I don't know, just enjoy being awake. But all that being said, I'm feeling fresh and extra motivated, and I'm really excited to move forward in this process and make stuff happen. And I think having this reflection really got things going. So yeah, I'm excited.
All right, I stepped it up in that second game. Glad I fought a little harder, but still I think there are times where I felt a little uncomfortable and went for too much, where I really just need to go for a big target and continue the point and keep grinding.
Yeah, I really liked the energy. That was such a small game, but there was a lot of intensity. That was really fun.
So yeah, all that being said, gonna make some changes here soon. One of those is my schedule. So one thing I think is really important is to, instead of just having like, I mean, okay, I'm still gonna have a general schedule where I need to spend like a certain amount of hours on this, and this, but I think that like every week is too dynamic for that schedule to always work. So in other words, I think every Sunday I actually need to sit down and plan every single day and every hour, just to make sure things get done, and that like I'm really thoughtful about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. Additionally, every night I need to plan each hour of the day, because there's not many hours and I need to make all of them count. I want to structure my day so that it's the best it can possibly be. So something I really want to implement into my schedule is watching more video of myself and professional players. So a couple tournaments ago in Chattanooga, I ran into Stefan Kozlov, and this was something he actually really recommended. Like, you gotta realize what the pros are doing differently from yourself. Implement, I guess, kind of visualize yourself doing those things, and like really analyze what you're doing, just to make sure that you're make sure that you're actually like headed in the right direction instead of just like practicing the wrong thing over and over again. So I also really want to bite down on the fitness. I created some rough Python code just to plan out my workouts. I need to put more on that Excel sheet and get moving on that. I'm also considering getting with maybe some kind of personal trainer, or of course someone that like knows what I want to do and knows a bit about like, I guess, the movements you need in tennis to make sure I'm strengthening the right aspects. And yeah, so I'm gonna figure that out. I know that Athletic Club Alabama has a really good fitness group specifically for tennis players. So I think I may see if I can get into that somehow, because I think that would be extremely valuable. And then lastly, outside of the schedule, I've been thinking about like potential video tools, you know. I guess in other words, I was thinking of getting like a $300 camera with all these other things that go with it. But this last weekend, I talked to a good friend of mine that I've known since I was like 9 years old, named Brian Akhtar, and I just found out that he's doing a similar YouTube channel to me. He's doing his Road to 13 UTR, and he's also, in fact, he's big. He's very entrepreneurial, and I know he's developing an app right now to help tennis players like me, and I'm sure a lot of the people watching this, to become the best tennis players that they can become. Obviously, there's a lot more details to it, and I can't quite explain it, but you're gonna have to check out his channel so you can learn more about it and take your game to the next level. He was also super kind to let me stay at his place during the tournament this past weekend, and he also got some really good film of my doubles match, the semifinals match. That being said, he kind of gave me the idea of getting Swing Vision, and it's kind of like this app on your phone. It basically, like, when you film your match, Swing Vision will give you a ton of analysis, and it will also cut all those like gaps in between points and stuff, so that I don't have to do that manually. And there's like a lot more features that will just be super helpful. So I think instead of getting like some kind of crazy camera, I think I can use this iPhone camera, attach it to the fence, and download Swing Vision, and pay the price for whatever that is. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool to have. So yeah, moving forward, I am really going to step it up, and my motivation's back. And I'm really excited to get this thing going. And I'm really pumped for my next futures that's coming up at the end of the month in Edwardsville, Illinois. Now that I have some ITF points, I can be a little bit more selective on what futures I go to. So yeah, I have Illinois planned, and after that, I'm gonna be playing one in Mississippi just 2 weeks after. So big opportunities there. Shoot, let's go win a couple futures. I mean, why not? Thank you to everyone who's been following along my progress and watching my videos. We've got a lot more to come, and this is just the beginning. I'm really excited to see how far we go, the progress we're gonna be making, and I'm gonna go play the US Open. Effort, quality, focus. Let's get it.